Good morning, Nighthawk Nation. My name is Trevor Daly, your anchor for this week, and we welcome to the HBS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. At Henninger Public School, we challenge all to meet their academic and life goals while inspiring lifelong learning. Please stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Now for some short stories. Henninger Choir went to Regional Vocal Festival, and they're securing several state qualifiers amidst stiff competition and rigorous judging. Blake and Sienna Burke and others gear up to perform in Bismarck on May 4th. And the 2024 prom proved to be a success, boasting a turnout of about 36 couples for the Grand March. Students were elegantly attired and indulged in additional festival post-Grand March, including crowd surfing, group selfie sessions, and playful fights with a banana. Thanks everyone for another wonderful year. And here's the breakfast and lunch for this week. Monday, lunch is lasagna roll-ups. Tuesday, breakfast is biscuits and gravy. Lunch is taco in a bag. Wednesday, breakfast is breakfast sandwich. Lunch is chicken bowl with sun butter and jelly sandwich. Thursday, breakfast is cook's choice. Lunch is goulash bread. And Friday, breakfast is donuts Friday, and lunch is pizza crunchers. And here's some more announcements. Silent reading will be third period this week. Bring a book. Science Show students, final state schedules are now posted in Miss Block's room. Stop in to sign up and get the information for your new events. State is in less than 2 weeks. Tuesday, April 9th, Owls will meet in Miss Block's room after announcements. Please be prompt. We will be signing up for events at this time. And here is today's riddle/question. I'm found in a pool, never sinking nor afloat. Now let's go to this week's story about why STARS testing is important by Letitia.
So in today's school news story, we're going to do something a little bit different. We've recently been doing stories about what's happening in the school, but it'd be kind of nice to do something a little different with why we do things here at the school, specifically things like testing, because we've been doing a lot of things like NDSA testing, that's happening a lot right now, and also STARS testing. And that's what we brought in Maureen Swyhovic. And Maureen, thanks for coming in and talking with us about this today. Really appreciate it. I just kind of want to share with students why it's important that they care about the test, and why does it matter to them? Because obviously for us it's data, it's things that we give to the state, but why does that matter for them?
Actually, STARS Renaissance testing has been around for several years, and it is phenomenal for information for students. Students have an opportunity to set a baseline for scores in reading and math, and then continue to see their progress and monitor their own progress until they graduate. It gives us information about how they might, or predictors, how they might do on other tests.
So in a way, when you're talking baseline, you're saying that beginning level, or the rating at which they're at, or the number at which they're at for how good they are at reading or math or whatever, and it gives them a starting point, correct?
It sure does. It starts at kindergarten, and it carries on through their senior year, gives them an opportunity to measure their growth, to see if they are actually growing like their peers or growing accurately so they can be successful. Probably will even give a student an opportunity to decide what kind of job do I want.
I suppose. And with that too, with that data, are you taking those scores, seeing the trajectory, so because everybody's worried about ACT scores and things like that, right? Is that kind of something that you can use as a tool to help you get to that good ACT score?
Actually, there are opportunities to measure the growth based on North Dakota state standards. And using that information, we can use that information as a predictor for maybe doing well on NDSA or doing well on the ACT.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Maureen, for giving us a little bit of insight into how STARS work and why students should get a little bit more invested. Now, if they wanted to learn a little bit more about their STARS scores and things like that, where do they go? Who do they talk to?
They can speak with their homeroom teacher, or they can come into my room and visit with me. I am always willing to help interpret any of the scores, or they can talk to any teacher actually who could send them my way.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, teacher, for that story. Now let's go to sports with Matthew.
You got rid of Robert, right?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. That happened. Yep.
You better do sports.
Oh, that's on?
Yeah, that's on.
Oh, my apologies. So, for track, there was a Monday meet, but that was canceled, and there's Tuesday in Hazen, but that's looking a little bit iffy. And for baseball, there's a Tuesday. On Tuesday, there's a game versus Hazen. It's a home game. And on Thursday versus Beulah, that's an away game. Now, back to you, Robert. Or not Robert, Trevor.
Thank you, Matthew. Let's go to weather last week with Dylan.
Thank you, Trevor. Now let's look at our forecast for this week. On Monday, it's going to be a little rainy with a high of 43 and a low of 30. On Tuesday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 58 and a low of 38. On Wednesday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 61 and a low of 30. On Thursday is mostly sunny with a high of 58 and a low of 31. On Friday, you'll have a high of 60 and a low of 32. On Saturday, you'll have a high of 61 and a low of 34. And on Sunday, you'll have a high of 63 and a low of 32. That's your weather for this week. Now back to Trevor.
Thank you, Dylan, for that weather report. We'd also like to thank Letitia again for being a producer and helping us make today's broadcast possible. And now to wrap up our broadcast, the question to our answer/riddle is, the question is, I am found in a pool, never sinking nor afloat. And the answer is a cue ball. One last reminder, lunch today is lasagna roll-ups. And that is it with this week's news broadcast. Thanks for tuning in to the HUS Upload, where we upload the latest news and download content for you to enjoy. If you like this broadcast, smash that like button to let this week's news team. They did a great job. Subscribe to the HUS Stream team for weekly updates on school news, podcast, sports, and community streams. We'll see you next week, Monday at 9.
As a West River doctor, we provide care for patients of all ages, from newborns and toddlers to tweens and teens. Whether your children need routine checkups or specialized care, our experience and compassion are here to support their growth. Because even though they may be small, their health is of utmost importance. I'm a West River physician,